I hope y'all can hear me good. Apologize for the technical difficulties from yesterday. All right, mic check 1 2 1 2. Y'all know what day it is. Y'all know what time it is, and y'all know who y'all looking at. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages, to another episode of Club Pizzle, Best Pod Number. I'm, of course, your host, Don Pizzle, Pod God, Uncle Don. Thank you for your continued support of this podcast. Thank you for your continued support of this platform. Thank you for your support of Club Pizzle Happy Hour. The feedback that I'm getting off of that is fantastic. Feedback that I got from my Cleveland Cavaliers preview show is fantastic. Make sure y'all liking, subscribing, commenting, and keep sending me that feedback. I greatly appreciate those who are doing so. While y'all are in that mode of supporting and everything, it is OEA season again. So I need everybody to go to ohioentertainmentawards.org and follow everything. Email and nominate Club Pizzle for Best Podcast. Yes, Best Podcast. There is no Best Sports Podcast category in there at all. And that's fine. And that's on me for not fighting for that earlier. And I'm going to fight for it. I'm going to continue to fight for it because there are other sports podcasts out there here in Cleveland. I'm not the only one. I just feel like I'm the best one. But the guys that are doing their sports thing are doing their thing. Shout out to Justin George and Talking About Ball. Those guys do a great job over there. Check them out on Wednesdays, amongst others. But OhioEntertainmentAwards.org, category 36, Best Podcast. And I promise y'all, I'm going to try to get sports on the ballots for next year. I promise y'all. I'm going to fight for the sports. But for now, again, let's get me nominated in this category for what would be probably, I think it's a fourth shirt. Get me in there. Before we continue and before we get to what we need to get to, because y'all know my motto, we are here for a good time and not a long time. Club Pizzle is now powered by W Energy. No crash, no jitters, just clean focus and real energy that keeps your neighborhood-friendly pod guide locked in from the first take to the final segment. If you're tired of feeling wired and fried from those other energy drinks, W's got you. Loaded with natural caffeine, vitamins, and flavor that actually hits. No sugar, no BS, just pure performance. Whether you grinding through the workday, getting on the game, or creating content, or you just need a midday push, W is the move. How do you get W, Don? What do you ask? All you have to do, pay attention here. Hit up W.com and use promo code PODGUIDE at checkout to get 10% off of your order. Let me repeat that for those in the back and those who act like they can't hear. Hit up W.com. Use promo code PODGUIDE at the checkout for 10% off of your order. Support the pod, fuel your own hustle, and stay tapped in with W Energy. Listen, this is some good stuff, and it is, man. Like I got my tub. Like I'm up at roughly 4:30 every morning, and by the time I get up and get ready and on my way to work, I'm drinking my W, and I am feeling great. Like the flavor I got is awesome. I'm getting ready to order some more. So go ahead, one more time. Go to W.com, promo code PODGUIDE, and y'all get 10% off of your order. They got a bunch of flavors. You can get a cup from them. They got some other stuff, man. I'm waiting on t-shirts so I can order me a t-shirt. So, yeah, man, let's get to it. I thought I was going to come in here today and it be a happy week. I was ready to come in here and sit down on Thursday and scream from the mountaintop and go absolutely crazy, losing my mind. I was ready to come here and be real cocky and talk a whole lot of trash. Instead, I woke up this morning with a whole attitude. I went to bed early last night. I went to sleep early last night because I had a whole attitude. Why did I have a whole attitude, ladies and gentlemen? Because the Cleveland Cavaliers opened the season last night. First, let me drop that for that. Cleveland Cavaliers opened their season up last night, but they lost to the New York Knicks 119. That is why I have an attitude. They shot 46% from the field, 19 of 46 from 3, 12 from 18. The offense didn't look crisp. It looked clunky at times. It looked sloppy at times. It was a lot of Evan getting ISOs and going for his. It was a lot of Donovan going for his. Donovan ended up with 31 points, 5 assists. Evan Mobley had 22 points, 8 rebounds. Sam Merrill chipped in with 19 big points, him moving into that starting lineup while Darius Garland is out. Jalen Tyson started at the small forward. I believe that was a spot for DeAndre Hunter. DeAndre Hunter sat. And, of course, Max Strus is out for a couple of months. I loved what I saw from Evan Mobley in that first half. In parts of it. He was aggressive. He went for it. I see people talk about his handle. His pocket wasn't getting picked. They let him go. They let him roll. Like, I really hate, and I hate using the word hate. I do not like using the word hate. But you new generation of basketball watchers and this whole bag and handles thing, shut up and watch the game. Y'all worried about the wrong stuff. Maybe that should be the title of this episode. Yeah, y'all worried about the wrong stuff. Cleveland sports fans be worried about the wrong stuff. And I got more on that. But 22 points, looked aggressive. The three-point shot looks to be improved. You can tell he worked on that. My biggest issue with Evan Mobley is when he gets to the paint and he stops there. He pumps. He pump fakes. He pump fakes. Just go straight up. And I think that'll come more. And he is noticeably stronger. And he looked dominant. A little. He looked dominant in spots. I love the aggressiveness, though. I have nothing bad to say about Evan Mobley. Especially after last night. 22-8. There was a stretch where he disappeared in the third quarter, but that was because Donovan Mitchell came out at halftime and was aggressive and had 21 points in the third quarter. Last thing on Evan. I hope this aggression continues when Darius Garland gets back. And I hope Darius Garland feeds that I know how those guys feel about Evan Mobley. When they talk about Evan Mobley, you can see the guys light up. Okay. And DG as a point guard, I think he knows it too. Like, I can get mine whenever I can get mine whenever. I know Don can get his whenever. We know Mobley is capable of getting his whenever. We want to feed that. I have been saying on this show for the last 3 years, for the last 3 going on 4 years, this team is only going to go as far as Evan Mobley. When he makes the leap, when he gets to that 24 to 26 and 14, 15 rebounds, when he gets to Anthony Davis numbers, the league might need to be on note. The league is going, it gets scary. And that's what it looks like. What I saw from him last night, it looked like Anthony Davis and a little bit of Chris Bosh. Evan Mobley has always reminded me of Chris Bosh, especially back at USC. He reminded me of a young Bosh. He reminded me of Toronto Bosh. Go back and watch Toronto Bosh, the right-handed version. And the finished Evan Mobley looks like prime Bosh with a little bit of Anthony Davis and a little bit of Kevin Garnett. It's not there, but it's there. Let me repeat that. It's not there, but it's there. You can see it. The glimpses and the flashes are there. When he's in go mode, when he goes, he goes. Defensively, it's already there. We see it. We know it. Like it's gonna be there. Like defensively, he had that figured out coming in the NBA though. Now on the offensive end, he got it. He's figuring it out. And I believe if he would have went to one of the bad teams in the draft he was drafted in, he would have averaged 28 and 10 or 28 and 16, 15 long time ago. But allowing him to develop and having the perfect player development coach in Kenny Atkinson in there. And Kenny Atkinson echoed a lot. Evan's fine, y'all. Stop worrying about the handle. You can't rip him. Spider. It's Spider. Donovan is Donovan. I'm never going to... I don't have anything bad to say about Donovan. Through that first half, though, I was saying to myself, that girl must be there. And y'all know exactly who I'm talking about. I love Coco Jones. She is great, wonderful. Happy for them. Congratulations. But I have proof from last season that when she was there, he didn't play so well. He shut it up last night. 31. I'm cool. I'm good with that. Sam Merrill's 19 is encouraging. We know he can shoot. On the defensive end is where I'm really impressed with Sam. He has improved on the defensive end and being 6'4". I mean, nobody can guard Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson is one of them. He is a dog. He didn't shoot well last time. which is another reason I'm upset. The Cavs bench, they gave up 35 points to the bench. They let Deuce McBride and Jordan Clarkson, and I'm upset that I didn't write the point guard's name down to number 13, the white boy. He reminds me of like Matt Maloney, little Jeff Hornacek. Fundamental. It's like it's the Knicks version of Peyton Pritchard. That's what it is. It's the Knicks version of Peyton Pritchard. Other issues I have. Karl Anthony Towns is known to give stupid fouls. That second quarter when he came back in, I'm calling a play. I'm getting a switch. Evan Mobley on Karl Anthony Towns. And I'm making him guard. I'm to the low block. Either y'all gonna double or I'm gonna score. Because he can't pick up a third foul. And I know that's not the Cavaliers game, but sometimes you gotta, where the hell was Jared Allen? Dude was mic'd up, and they went to that one little segment and he's there talking about, does it seem like the lights are brighter? I watched the movie with such and such. I'm looking at this dude and I'm like, why are they showing this? I forgot the dude was even playing the damn game. It was so frustrating. He had 4 points. He does this against the New York Knicks, and he has to shake this. He has to get that out of here, or this team is toast, or they're gonna have to move him. I know he's a fan favorite. We love Jared Allen here. He is a great guy. He does the wave thing at the home games. Like, he's a great guy, but listen, dog. When it's time to play ball, I need you to play ball. I need you to get busy. And he didn't do that last night. I'm encouraged by the new guys. I need Jalen Tyson to take more than 4 shots, but he was in foul trouble. He plays that hard. He's going to get it. What he's going to do. He's Isaac Okoro. Now, he's the Isaac Okoro. Just has to shoot the ball. And shoot it with confidence. And he has no problem doing that. Larry Nance had a nice little stretch. Lonzo Ball. Before I get to Zoe, I want to talk about Tyrese Proctor. Rookie, first game, second round pick. He looked so comfortable out there. He looked mad comfortable for a rookie. Fourth quarter, played some big minutes, hit some key shots, tried to keep him in it. The fourth quarter, the Knicks just ran away with it. It felt like the Cavs exerted so much in the third quarter, or Donovan exerted so much in the third quarter, that the fourth quarter, like, it just wasn't enough. But Lonzo Ball, I wish to God Lonzo Ball was healthy. I wish to God Lonzo Ball wasn't on a minutes restriction. Because even though he shot like 1 for 9 from the floor, he did everything else. He played defense. He had a couple blocks. He was getting rebounds. He was getting the ball. He was getting the break started. He was doing the skip passes up. Like, what he didn't do scoring, he made up for in other places. I wish God he wasn't on a minute restriction, because if I were Kenny Atkins, and Zoe wasn't on a minute restriction, I would start Zoe, or Zoe would play heavy minutes with Donovan and Mobley and Allen and whomever Hunter, whenever Hunter. But we'll just have to see, man. Like, listen, y'all. It's the first game of the season. It's 1 of 82. But I got an attitude about it, and I'm mad, and I'm pissed off. Luckily, like, I'm okay now, but I, like, earlier today, this morning, last night, going to bed, waking up this morning, had a whole attitude looking at myself in the mirror, brushing my teeth, just freaking disgusted like I played. And it's because we lost to the New York Knicks. I hate losing to the New York Knicks. As a Cleveland sports fan, losing to any New York team, I'm going to have an attitude. If the Guardians lose to the Yankees or the Mets, I'm going to have an attitude. If the Cleveland Cavaliers, especially the New York Knicks, if they lose to them, I'm going to have an attitude. If they lose to Brooklyn, I like Brooklyn, but I'm going to have an attitude. Shout out to my Brooklyn friend, like my Brooklyn guys, man. Shout out to OH Bags. Shout out to Johnny Floss. Like all my people in Brooklyn, man. Like shout out to y'all. But if my Cavaliers lose to the Nets, I'm going to have an attitude and I ain't going to want to talk to you for a couple of days. Like, we need to let this thing cool off. Or, like, we can't talk until we play y'all again. Then we go. But I seriously have an attitude. Or had an attitude. I was seriously upset. I was pissed. Beyond, like chatting with my guy Chris Cargill earlier, man. When I say I was pissed, I was pissed. And he's usually the one that's like mad as hell about stuff. And I'm talking him off of ledges. He was kind of talking me off a ledge this morning. Like, dude, it's only 182. I know that, but I'm mad because it's the Knicks. And I had to say to myself, I can't live and die with all 82 games for the Cavs this year. And I can feel myself going down that path. If I do that, every time I come and sit down here every week with y'all here at Club Pizzle, my beard is going to get grayer and grayer. I would be full-blown gray by Christmas if I live and die with every Cavs game. So I have to learn to relax. No, like, not gonna go. There are certain games I do want. I want them to beat the Knicks. I want them to beat the Celtics. I want them to beat, like, the Pistons, the Pacers especially, the Bucks, which I'll be at the home opener. And I love Green. Like the division games, I want them to win. Certain Western foes, OKC, Houston, the Lakers, the Clippers, Minnesota. Like, it's certain games I need them to win. Or I'm going to have an attitude. They got to win the game. They won. I went to like 17 games last year. They won 14. Like, I have a really, 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 really funny feeling or good feeling that Darius Garland is going to be back real soon. I don't think he'll play tomorrow. I got a feeling that he'll be back soon. And when I say soon, I'm talking home opener soon, which is Sunday. Or sometime next week soon. If not Sunday, Friday. Next Friday against Toronto. Just got that feeling. DeAndre Hunter is iffy for the Brooklyn game. He's trending in the right direction, but they said that last night. He's iffy. He may sit out. He may to sit that one out and just wait for him to come out. It'd be good to see Drake, but it would be nice. It would be cool to see Drake. They do have the Brooklyn Nets tomorrow. That team it's a bunch of young guys. It's a bunch of rookies. I'm expecting them to come out and punch Brooklyn in the mouth and get them up out of there early so Donovan and Jared and Evan and the starters can get a little bit of a rest. Jalen Tyson, get all the minutes you need. Get Tyrese Proctor in the game. Let Craig Porter Jr. Craig Porter Jr. put in some quality minutes last night. Dean Wade, my main man. I forgot. How can I forget about my main man, Dean Wade? My main man hit 3-pointers last, and he hit big ones in the fourth quarter. He played some pretty good defense on Jalen Brunson, and that's not easy to do because Jalen Brunson is one of the killers in the NBA. He's one of those guys. He's the clutch player of the year from last year. But now that it's been 24 hours, I'm able to flush that game. I'm okay now, but I did have a whole ass attitude for a while. So Cleveland Cavaliers, y'all know what it is, man. Y'all know I'm still standing on my ledge. I'm still on that ledge. Y'all are welcome to come to the ledge with me of the Cleveland Cavaliers winning the NBA championship. We had chopped cheese last night for the New York Knicks. They're still in New York. They're in Brooklyn. We're having chopped cheese on the ledge tomorrow. Smoked chopped cheese on the ledge tomorrow for the Brooklyn Nets. Now, this is funny because it seems like it's been so long since it's happened that I'm able to come here and talk about the Cavaliers losing and the Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns 31-6 victory over the Miami Dolphins. Yes, you going to clap it up tonight. Quinshon Judkins, 25 carries, 84 yards, and 3 tutties. Whomever had Quinshon Judkins in Fantasy League, yeah, he did me right. And I did recommend it. I put that post up. I said, you got to start Browns running. And because of the weather situation, and they were anticipating a certain weather situation, and the fact that the Miami Dolphins are one of the worst rushing defenses in the NFL. It's horrible. I probably could have got out there and ran for like 60. That's how bad. Dylan Gabriel, 13 for 18, 116 yards. Listen, I know, y'all, I get it. I understand. Y'all want to see 12, right? I got you. I feel you. I want to see 12. Why do y'all think Kevin Stefanski putting him in is going to change the play calling? You think it's going to change the way the offensive line blocks? You think it's going to change? It's not going to change anything. Browns fans, Cleveland sports fans, it's back to you're worried about the wrong issue. Bad weather game. These are the type of numbers I don't mind having Dylan Gabriel having. Bad weather game. For me, bad weather game, 18 passes is too much. You got rain, you got wind. I think 18 passes is too many. If that was Shedeur Sanders, I would say the same thing. If it was Joe Flacco, I'm saying the same thing. If it's Snoop Huntley, PJ Walker, Deshaun Watson, Baker Mayfield, Tyrod Taylor, Luke McCown, Kevin Hogan. It don't matter. In a bad weather game, 18 passes is too many. So these pedestrian numbers by Dylan Gabriel, I'm living with it. I'm living with it. And so should you. Complimentary football at its finest. 3 interceptions, including the pick 6, and a forced fumble. They forced 4 turnovers. And they got points off of those turnovers, which is when the Cleveland Browns are at their absolute best. When they're forcing turnovers and the offense has to operate on a short field, they are in good shape. However, this is the Miami Dolphins they were playing. The Miami Dolphins might be one of like 3 other teams outside the Cleveland Browns that are just as bad on committing stupid penalties and committing stupid turnovers. The Dolphins, the Jets do it. The Raiders do it. And the Tennessee Titans do it too. And the Browns did exactly what they needed to do, and they did exactly what they were supposed to do. And that was capitalize off of all of that. Run the ball, force turnovers, complimentary football. That's the recipe. That is indeed the recipe. Browns fans, look at me. I want y'all to listen to me, and I want y'all to listen to me good. Hey, you. I'm talking to 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 you. Holding that phone. And shut up. Stop worrying about the wrong stuff. Y'all are worried about how it looks instead of just worrying about winning. It's the NFL. Winning ugly still counts. Y'all rather look good and lose than look bad and win? Make it make sense. Shut up and enjoy the win. Y'all might not know how to do that. Another reason to enjoy the win. This may be the last one. The last one. They got the Jets on the schedule. That quarterback situation is they wanted Justin Fields, though. I think the Raiders are on that schedule, but I mean, according to the schedule, like they have one of the easiest schedules in the league. But this team really ain't that. They ain't. So enjoy the damn win because it might be the last one. Jesus. You got New England and you got the bye week. And I think the Jets coming out of it. Remember what I said about Shedeur possibly getting a start? Forget about it. They won a game. If Dylan comes out in this one and just doesn't F it up, because really all the Browns have to do is don't commit penalties, don't commit turnovers. The Patriot way is back in New England with Mike Vrabel. The Patriot way is back, and it looks great out there. Okay? I don't think they'll win, though. I already picked Drake May, Stephon Diggs. The offense is what it is. The defense is going to make plays. But the Browns have to keep the score low in order to keep it close. And they do play enough defense to do that. They just have to not commit stupid penalties and stupid turnovers. Speaking of being worried about the wrong, I know y'all saw what I saw on the sideline last week. Check this out. And I said this last week. Jimmy Haslam sure has a way of doing stuff. He like, all right, I got the stadium stuff out the way now. Let me concentrate on this football team. There is no way in the world that anybody out there is going to tell me that drafting Shedeur Sanders wasn't Jimmy Haslam's decision. I don't even care what Adam Schefter or any of them tell me. His kids being on the sideline wearing Shedeur Sanders jerseys is all the proof that I need. It's proof positive. Hey. Because I'm pretty sure they all left the house and got in the same car together. I'm pretty sure those boys had those jerseys on when they left the house. I'm pretty sure Jimmy Haslam is the one that bought the damn jersey. So for the owner's kids to be wearing Shedeur Sanders jerseys when I get it. It's some things I understand, but just walk with me here. Nobody's gonna convince me that Jimmy Haslam isn't gonna push for Shedeur Sanders because I believe he's the one who made that pick. Because that man knows money. He's a billionaire for crying out loud. He knows how to make money. He knows money, no money. I think Jimmy and Deion Sanders' relationship is a whole lot better than what people know. And when I say people, I mean me and y'all. Because again, I'm not a journalist. I'm not an insider. I'm just a dude with a podcast. So nobody's going to convince me that. I thought that was absolutely hilarious. Seeing those boys on the sideline. Like Jimmy Haslam, boy, I can see it, baby. I see it. Final thing before we get out of here. The Ohio State Buckeyes won again. The Ohio State Buckeyes didn't give up a lot of points again. This has to be the quietest number one team that I've ever done. Oregon, it was kind of quiet for Oregon last year, too. A lot of people didn't know about it. They beat Ohio State. They sent it to number one. Dylan Gabriel kind of just got him there, right? I don't know. I can't quite put my finger on it. I don't know if they're disrespecting Ohio State or is it, all right, they beat Texas at the beginning of the year. Texas isn't what we thought they were going to be because that offense just isn't good at all. Arch is not putting up Yeah. No, Arch ain't putting up like he should be putting up. The Washington win for me is a big one. Like that offense that's out there is nuts. And Ohio State shut that down. That Ohio State defense, probably about 7 or 8 of those guys are going to the league, if not all 11, can possibly play. It's like a pro defense. And shout out to Matt Patricia. Don't get too familiar because he might be gone. It all depends. Pro job can open up that he wants, or one of these college jobs can throw money at him. There's a school in Gainesville that will throw a bunch of money at a coach. Coaching in the SEC, Matt Patricia, I can see. Your Coach Belichick is in North Carolina. He might need to call you, buddy. But I need to know, what do y'all think? Is it disrespect? Or are they know what Ohio State is, and when they're ready and when it's time to talk about them, they will. The offense, even though Sayin and Tate and Jeremiah and the running game, it all looks good, right? It looks good, but it doesn't look like if they get into a shootout or if the defense has an off game. I don't see the defense having an off day. If the defense has an off day, will they be able to keep up? I believe they will be able to keep up just because, like, it's Ohio State. Like, so much time. You got Jeremiah Smith. Jeremiah Smith is a man-child. I think Ryan Day is just biding his time. September, October. By the time they get to November, and by the time they get to the Michigan game, this offense is going to be full go. And Ohio State is going to be a force to be reckoned with. I can go out on a limb right now to say that Ohio State is probably going to be undefeated. They'll beat Michigan this year. They don't beat them this year. I just don't know. They'll beat Michigan. They'll probably beat Indiana. When it's all said and done, the Ohio State Buckeyes are going to be in the national. Whether they win or whether they lose it, it all depends on who they play. If Alabama, who continues to be hot, they stay the way that they are, a Texas A&M looks great. I'm a little sour on my Miami Hurricanes, so I won't even bring them up. I'm looking at Georgia. I'm looking at these SEC teams. I'm even looking at Oregon still, who can squeak up in there. Indiana, trying to see them a second time. Kirk Cignetti. Ohio State will be in the national championship game again this year. They will be defending their title. Whether they defend it or not, I got to see more. I'll let y'all know in a couple weeks. With that said, y'all, we going to get out of here. I want to thank everybody for their support. Again, make sure y'all log on to OhioEntertainmentAwards.org. Nominate Club Pizzle for Best Podcast. No, there's no sports category, but I'm going to fight for it. Y'all know what it is, man. Always protect your peace, protect your energy. Message is more important than a messenger. Creators be great. Stay positive, because negative energy is trash. Until next week, y'all. Peace out.